I'm Earl Newton. I'm the executive producer and the creator of Stranger Things. And I know you got a lot of questions, so why don't we just get started? You haven't put out anything for 6 months. We all still love the show, but are you some kind of douchebag or something? I don't actually think that's fair. I think a more appropriate term would be slackass. Did you pod fade? I'm sorry, did we what? Are you not doing Stranger Things anymore? Oh, that's a fair question. And the answer is, we are still doing Stranger Things. So why haven't you put out an episode since June? That's a good question. You know that economic crisis that everyone's sort of having trouble with right now?
Effectiveness or policy.
I started having that trouble about a year ago. My day job ended. I said, okay, I can go back and try and find another day job, or I can say, I'm a filmmaker, and start doing production work full-time. Thanks to the success of Stranger Things, thanks to the reaction that you guys are given, I said, I'm doing production all the way. So I didn't look for another job in February. Instead, I finished preparing a script with Matt Wallace, and in March, I drove up to North Carolina and I shot Latchkeepers. And then in May, David and I both went up to Balticon. Did I say Balticon? And showed Latchkeepers at the first Singularity. Did I say the first Singularity? The only problem was, when I came back home in June, I had been out of work for 5 months. So I had to start to scramble to get production work going. So that brings us to now. Yeah. Wait, okay, so what are you doing now? I'm so glad you asked. 3 big pieces of news I want to tell you about. The first one is I'm currently writing 2 new episodes of Stranger Things. Now, you might have heard about an episode called Pure Love. That story got a lot bigger than I thought it was going to, so there's some possibilities on the horizon for that, I'll just say that. The 2 episodes that I'm currently writing you haven't heard about yet, but one of them will premiere at the next Singularity at Balticon in May. Did he say the next Singularity? Number 2, when you spend most of your time collecting bills and then scrambling to do production work to pay those bills, it doesn't leave a lot of time for making movies. However, it does leave a lot of time for reading reviews. And these past couple of months have given me a chance to kind of catch up on what everyone's saying about Stranger Things and sort of take in some of the feedback. One of the things I noticed and really took to heart is that while a lot of people really love the updates, they really love the audiometrics interviews, there were some people who said, I just want the episodes, I want science fiction, and that's it. So if you go to strangerthings.tv and click the subscribe button, you're going to see that we now have 3 separate feeds available on the site. The first one is sort of like a standard feed. It's the feed you're already subscribed to. It has all the updates, it has all the audiometrics interviews, any behind the scenes material, or other news updates. It's all going to go in that feed along with all of the regular episodes you're used to seeing. This is the feed that you're going to find in iTunes if you go to subscribe there. But we've added a second feed. This is called the Stranger Things episode feed, and it's for the people who just want the episodes, they don't want any of the updates, they don't want any of the behind-the-scenes materials, they just want science fiction. We're not making that one available in iTunes because we want people who are first introduced to the show to kind of be able to get a flavor for everything. And if they decide later that they just want the episodes, that's fine. It's available. So if you go there and click, you can still subscribe in iTunes, you just need to do it manually. Of course, any other podcatcher will work just as well. And the third feed is a little different. I'm basically sort of calling it the Earl Newton feed, and here's the reason. In the time between Stranger Things episodes, it's not that I'm not working. I'm just working on other things. And I've had a lot of interest from many of the fans of Stranger Things saying, I want to know what you're doing. What other kind of stuff are you up to? I've done a lot of work with Scott Sigler, I've done a lot of work with the Layman Group and a bunch of other people, and created some really neat things, but they're just not science fiction, so I don't feel right about putting them in the Stranger Things feed. So if you're interested in seeing them, or if you're interested in what else I'm up to, you can click and subscribe to that one, and sort of keep abreast of all the non-Stranger Things Earl Newton material. Additionally, if you want to check out my blog, it's available over at earlnewton.com, and you can also subscribe to that feed there. Now the third piece of news. Singularity was such a huge success at Balticon last year that we are doing it again. Sunday, May 24th at 12 noon in the Grand Ballroom at the Hunt Valley Inn at Balticon. I did say Balticon. The Singularity will happen once more. We're going to premiere a new episode there. We're going to have a couple special guests. And if I'm lucky, I'll have some very interesting news to report to you. Let's talk about news for a second.
25 million homes across the United States.
I haven't confirmed it yet, so I can't make any promises, but I am working on something that would top even that. The only way you're going to find out is if you show up. So, to recap everything, 2 new episodes being written, going into production now, and 1 will premiere at the Singularity, which we will be having once again at Balticon. Also, you'll be able to find 3 feeds over at StrangerThings.tv. 1 is the standard feed with all the great goodies in it. The second is an episodes-only feed for you die-hard Stranger Things fans. And the third is an Earl Newton feed, because I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I gotta have somewhere to put it. So, I'll be coming back to you with another update very soon, because one of the episodes that we're doing is going to require a little, audience participation. And you can expect a new episode coming out, if not before Balticon, definitely at Balticon. And then another one to follow soon after that. So be there. Sunday, May 24th, 12 noon. The Grand Ballroom at the Hunt Valley Inn at Balticon. But till then, I'm Earl Newton. I'll be talking to you soon. It's just like riding a bike.
Hello there. I'm Victor Miller. I'm Jason's father. Having written Friday the 13th, the first of that wonderful series, I think I know a little something about terror. So do J.C. Hutchins and Jordan Wiseman. Personal effects, dark art, a novel that defies the definition of novel. Something I think you would do well to obtain a copy of. I wouldn't want to make Jason's father angry, would you? Killer, mommy, killer. Killer, mommy, killer. So long.